boat. I bought a boat. Hey!
Captain George, the fearless boater. Again. Going down the North Saskatchewan River.
I'm looking at clouds. I like it. You can just drift and daydream. Look at the puffy clouds.
Hello and welcome to my channel.
The one and only.
Today I'm on the lake and I've got good company here. There's Barbara. You may remember a video that I posted over a year ago. This is when I first bought this boat. It's called the Hydroforce Voyager 300. And at the time, we got it at Canadian Tire for $89, which kind of lowered the expectations of it automatically, because usually boats like this that you can actually use and go on the lake with and go on the river with and really enjoy, like I would have expected them to be more expensive than this. But this boat, I tell you now, it's 1 year that we've been using it. We've been using it on the river together. I've used it on the river myself. I have a thing that allows me to take the bike on this and also to put the boat on there to haul it with my bike. So that's how compact it is. It is relatively light. Now, don't quote me on or don't ask me exactly how many pounds this weighs, but I'm going to look it up and maybe post it in a title. Anyways, it's really easy to haul around, deal with. You could put it in the trunk of your car and it doesn't take up even a fraction of it. You can make something to haul it on your bike and you can have a hell of a lot of fun with this. For probably now you wouldn't be able to get this for 89 Canadian dollars, but I think, you know, the price is still relatively cheap. Like we got it on special back then. So maybe you're going to pay $100, maybe 110, but it's totally worth it. This is now the second season we're using this. For two people, I don't know if you could see this, but I'll turn this around again, extend my stick here. You can kind of see that it's a little bit tight. So if you're planning on using this with your fishing buddy who weighs 400 pounds, definitely get a bigger boat. But if you're using it with your significant other, you're close, then this is quite comfortable, as long as you don't go in a storm with it or anything. So anyways, we are just floating on the lake, drifting. The wind isn't too strong. I got the oars attached here like you do the oars. See, like that. Both sides. You can also put these together and use them like a kayak, but I found that because of the width of this thing, it is not that practical. And if you're two people in the boat, then yeah, you're always going to splash one. What else can I say about this boat? Yeah. It is not very stable when you're in the wind. So when the wind catches it, what tends to happen is that the boat keeps turning around. So as long as you're paddling or you're rowing, then you can keep the direction pretty easily. But if you're trying to just float and let it glide, then it'll turn around on you as soon as there's a gust. Now, I've flown the drone from this, the DJI Mini 2, and it works. But when you're on the river, it is difficult sometimes to be ready to catch it when there's a little bit of a breeze.
Oh no!
And then you're setting yourself up and you're looking at the drone thinking that you're going right at it because the river's always flowing. And then when you're trying to catch it, it's like, whoops, no, now the drone is 3 feet off to the side and you have to get another approach. So if you're doing this kind of thing, you're crazy, but I admit I'm doing it too on occasion. I would always make out a landing spot before you even launch the drone, so that when your catching approach there doesn't work out for the third time, you have an alternate way of landing the drone. The other thing is, don't set your, like when you lose connection, what the drone is supposed to do, don't set it to return to home, because what's going to happen is that the drone will return to where it took off, which is on the water, so it'll happily dive into the water. You don't want that. So the benefit of having a boat like this, it's you could de-stress. You just find yourself a body of water. Doesn't matter where it is, as long as you can get access to it and it's legal, so that, you know, not some cop is gonna fish you out there 5 minutes after you launch. So we're at a provincial park here, so this is just about as good as it gets, you know. Could spend all day on the lake here, and we've already been out here for probably close to an hour and a half or so. The only problem with that is that it's extremely sunny today, so we might get toasted pretty good by the end of this. But we were bright enough this morning to put sunscreen on, so that's good. In conclusion to the 1-year review to the Voyager 300, I want to say that this is a lot of bang for your buck. We're boating and we're floating, and this didn't cost a fraction of what most boats will go. And we can also haul it around a whole lot easier than most other boats. So if you're measuring how much you're getting for your money when you're shopping for your boat, if that's one of your priorities, what you're getting for your money, the most boat for your buck, then consider the Hydroforce Voyager 300. You won't be disappointed. And even if this thing would spring a leak like next week or whatever, or go poof and it's gone, well, the use we got out of it so far made it well worth it. Now, if I spend $500, $1,000, or even $1,500 on some more fancier boat that would have had a certain advantage over this one, which I might appreciate, but then something happened to it and I couldn't use it any longer, I'd be pretty upset, I'll be honest with you. We'll see you in a year with a 2-year review, and I bet you anything that this boat is still going to be floating just about the same, and maybe we'll have some creative ideas on where else to use it and abuse it, because it is that awesome. You don't have to be afraid of the water. Mind you, it's not recommended to go down the waterfall with it, so don't even think of that. That's not what I'm talking about. But on a lake like this, beautiful. I don't know if I'd take it on the ocean. What do you think, Barb?
I would.
So she would, she says. I don't know if we're going to haul this thing to Mexico or to the ocean anytime soon, but that might be a good video. That's a good video idea. So if you can give us a lift to the ocean from Edmonton, Alberta, leave me a comment and we'll arrange something and we'll try this thing on the ocean.
Captain George, the fearless boater. Again. Going down the North Saskatchewan River.
Oh no! I hope you like this video. We're just floating around here. It's a good time. It's a Sunday in the summer, June of 2023. Beautiful day. Wish you a good one. I hope you click the like button or you just touch it gently. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love to welcome you. See you soon.
Captain George, the fearless boater going down the North Saskatchewan River.